But I do right. What you believe is true. You are the only one. Getting all my love. Cause of what they do ain't nothing new. How you gonna play my girl Naturi? How you gonna play my girl? What's up, y'all? How are you? Sorry, I know. I promised you guys I was gonna do my video on Thursday. Yeah, I know I got a full-time job, but also it was my girl Geneva's birthday weekend, and you know, I'm always tired on Thursdays, so I was being lazy, and then it just overlapped, and then I had to go to work yesterday, and tired, right? But I was able to get a little bit of rest, so I feel a little rejuvenated. I still have to push myself to get this out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to, because now I didn't even speak about the second episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I'm gonna be speaking about the third one on Thursday for real this time. I promise y'all I'm gonna get my consistency. It's gonna be every Thursday night. And I'm gonna have some of those prizes coming. I just really didn't have a lot of time when I get lazy to really just like map out everything, how I want everything to be. But channel will be growing. I will be growing on the channel. So thank you guys for watching. So yes, I know you guys heard Lil Kim was on Hollywood Unlocked, and they asked her about the situation with her not approving of Naturi being her or playing her in the movie. So again, she was asked, because I hate when people do that. They're like, oh, why is she talking about, why she brought, they brought it up. So what do you want her to say? She doesn't want to talk about it. Obviously, she still feels a way about it. She talked about it. But, Lil Kim, come on. Like, rocked hard with your first album. I bought that album. I had the second album. Well, I actually bought it bootleg. I was so excited. And then you leaked it. I mean, you leaked it. Somebody leaked it. I said, I was so mad. Somebody leaked it, right? So she actually, when she released the album in the stores, she changed all the album, like the titles, she changed all the song titles. So people thought it was new songs, but it was the same songs. But hello, like, I love you. I rock hard for you forever. Even though, regardless, you're still always the one that originated what someone practically just completely took from you and then tried to act like you were nobody. But I don't agree with this. And I'm going to give my opinion, but I mean, my opinion might be a little different, or my perception might be a little bit different, because I was a 3LW fan. I was able to meet 3LW at their platinum party for their first album. And I was actually like around, kind of in a mix of you know, what they were doing. I would be, you know, at different shows with them backstage. I've been to Keely's sister's house, her manager. And it was actually Keely's birthday party. There's a picture of me and them in Adrian's mother's house in the Lower East Side. Yeah, I was one of the day ones, and back then, you were able to get closer to your favorite artists. We had a lot of different stuff and ways that we could meet our favorite artists. I actually won a contest, which was like my first contest, or first thing winning. And I really didn't think I was gonna win, but I did. And see, that's why I always try things. I don't know how long you guys have been following me on social media, mainly my Facebook page. But like I've won tickets to Rihanna's concert. I've won tickets to Beyonce's concert. I won a trip to Puerto Rico to see Usher. I went on stuff because I know like when to enter things. I know how to kind of go above and beyond to get noticed. But anyway, point being, when I saw Naturi was playing Lil Kim, I was like, that's perfect. And I'm sorry, Lil Kim, in my eyes, she embodied your physical appearance. Height wise. Back then, you know, Lil Kim was slim. You were pretty, Lil Kim. I don't understand why you're so upset and you wanted Christina Milian to play you. Like, what? So you said that you felt like Naturi did not embody the essence of you that Brooklyn. And I'll agree. Naturi's grew up in the church. She's a nice, like, very respectful type of demeanor, but she's an actor. And Christina Milian would not have played you better. I don't know what you're talking about. And if we would have saw Christina Milian, I would have been like, what the hell is this? But anyway, like, I don't even think people understand the reason why Naturi had to go to acting. And I'm not going to share the information that I know just because, like, I'm not going to get in the middle of that. Because, I do have them as friends on social media. Naturi's not my friend on Facebook, but yeah, I'll leave it at that. So, I don't want to, like, really get into that gossip side of what happened with the group and why she, the specific reason she, had to choose acting. But, Naturi was on a Wendy Williams, when Wendy Williams was on the radio. Naturi did an interview with her on the radio. And she mentioned something that was very hurtful about one of the group members. Looking back, I'm pretty sure whatever was going on, she was upset, and I don't think she was really saying it to be malicious, but yeah. So, yeah. So anyway, she was starting out in the acting realm, and I was so excited to see her because I'm like, oh my gosh, like, she's going to be in this movie, she's going to be in this movie, especially when she was playing Lil Kim. I think you did a great job, Naturi. Now, Lil Kim said Tiana Taylor would have been better suited. Maybe so, but Tiana Taylor, nobody knew who Tiana Taylor was really like that back then. Like, I definitely, I remember Tiana Taylor, Sweet 16. She used to ride around Harlem on her bike that she got as a present. She actually used to visit a hairstylist that lived in the building, my mom's building, where I used to live. So I've seen her a couple times, and I do like Tiana Taylor. I actually saw her a couple months ago perform at a McDonald's sponsored event. She's a great performer, and I've heard some things about her shows that she does. So, I was always looking for her for a while. I'm just like, okay, Google me, baby. It came out, and then I didn't really see much more of her like that. But anyway, the point being is that Lil Kim wants to be portrayed as lighter skinned. If any of you go and look up Junior Mafia videos, so Junior Mafia, Get Money, I'm sorry, not Get Money, well, you can look up the Get Money video. Is that Junior Mafia? Anyway, that was my song, that was Junior Mafia. I wonder if I take you home, would you still be in love, baby? Whatever that was called, that Leah was on. Of course, fellas, grab ya if you love hip hop. Ladies, rub ya if you love hip hop. That was Junior Mafia. Play this anthem. Like, if you just go back when she first came out, no time for fake ones. Just some crystal with these real ones. Lil Kim, please, okay? It is okay. And that girl was not talking about you. They asked her the question just like you got asked the question. And she answered it very respectfully. She probably gave a tidbit of, information that you probably felt offended by. She heard you yelling and she hoped that it wasn't about you. And she said it was about you. Anyway, I'm gonna get off that. Like, you can please, like, I like you, like, please, don't do that to Naturi, please. And this whole thing about her hairline, like, y'all dragging it, and listen, it's sad because I talk about this, like, black people, or I don't really like to use color words. African American people, especially the ones with not what they call it forced hair, they struggle with edges. Like, for me, this is why I don't do braids. This is why I don't really do lace fronts. I don't really wear weave like that anyway. Like, I had a period of time I used to do my own weaves, and then, I went natural, so getting my hair braided and a weave sewn in, protected my hair, so I was able to grow it. But if I sometimes even lay on the pillow, and I'm like, no scarves though, like, I mean, and I'm pretty sure Naturi was a lot of lace fronts, and it's damaging and yanks your hair out, like. And it was I feel like it was the angle, the lighting, like, positioning of her head, all of that, whatever. It's not even that serious, okay, that people need to be doing that. But see, how we do, right? This is why people look at us the way they look at us. But, okay, yes, when I first saw the meme, when Ghost mushed her, it was like, a little funny. But now it's like, he want to 50 Cent want to come back and repost something else that someone created, comparing her to a Mortal Kombat character. Like, y'all dragging it. Dang. Mind you, I have the windows primarily closed, but I would have to shut them. Just leave that girl alone, please. Like, disrespectful. Like, the internet can be the worst. Love you, Naturi girl. Keep doing your thing. Anyway, so everybody was all up in arms about Eva mentioning edges on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and I watched it again. I more so feel that edges thing was based off of the shade that Nene was getting previously about her not having edges. I don't think she just was saying edges to be, I forget the word now, because it's not colorist. It's some other word where you're not a colorist, but you dislike the things of the colored person. Y'all gotta go watch Layla Lynn. She has a good video explaining that. But yeah, and then this whole controversy with them saying that, they trying to get Eva kicked off of the radio show because she said that Portia's daughter looked like Dennis with a bow. Again, I watched the show over. What happened is Cynthia said, that Pilar was sitting over there looking just like Dennis. And I took that in a way of, he hurt you, and you gotta look at your baby every day, and she reminds you like of Dennis. And Eva said Dennis with a bow, trying to say she looks exactly like him. I could see how people would take it like as shade, but or over shade. I don't even know. I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, listen, she's pregnant too, and they had just mentioned to her that Portia was told Portia told Kenya that Eva didn't bring her kids because she didn't know her. Well, but first of all, Portia, the way she delivered it was not the way it was said. Number one, so I understand why she was upset with Portia. And listen, I've had many of people. Well, I won't say many of people, but there are a certain number of people that I used to associate with that always delivered the message incorrectly. Always put an extra emphasis on the message. It's like, what is your problem? People like drama. They love drama. But listen, they're not friends. Obviously, none of them is friends. And I don't see an issue with Cynthia having been really, really close to Kenya, and now she's getting close to Eva. Okay. So she can't have more than one close friend in the group. Now, Cynthia do be overdoing it sometimes. When she was like, oh, Eva got me this necklace. Did she give you, couldn't get out, a necklace? You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Like, they can be close just because they had a little something in the beginning. So this is the thing. When you are an adult, right, and you have respect for others, right? Just like she asked Eva, she said, I heard it. You were going around saying that I paid whatever his name was to date me. And Eva didn't jump. Well, I mean, that's what I heard. She said, I can't say that's true. Meaning that she doesn't know for a fact. That's what she heard. I mean, she wasn't like, to me, she wasn't like, combative with her. So that was something that they could get over. Simple. They like each other, but now we have common interests, whatever. Big deal. Anyway, I was gonna say, I'm a Pisces, so I understand. And some people are like, girl, that don't mean nothing. I don't believe every single person of a sign is alike, but I do believe there's certain traits that are very similar, and just the way that you deal with and care for others. Like I can understand Cynthia. Most people are like, what? But she is somebody who has a caring heart, you can tell, and she gets really hurt if she's really like considering you her friend and you do something hurtful. Now the situation with Nene is just like, I know a Nene in my life, okay, and no matter what you say, okay, it's like they always got this angst with you. And then they want to go and go too far. And, like, she was trying to get Cynthia fired before, in a sense. And calling her boring and says she doesn't need to be there. And all of this stuff, like, it's like, really? Really? So, okay, like, you're a handful. Cynthia's dealt with a lot of your BS. And let things slide, and then that's how you treat her. She's weak, and this and that. I wouldn't be your goddamn friend either. You're not my friend. Are you kidding me? Especially if you've been through a lot of stuff with this person. Nah. sorry. Mm-mm. And at the age that you're at, that's just like, that's unacceptable. Okay. And so what? You know, in the next coming episodes, whatever, someone have recorded something that Cynthia said about Nene. So what? At this point, the bond is broken. They don't like each other. Well, I wouldn't say Cynthia doesn't like her, but it's just like all the things you said about me, okay, and I said something about you. And the person who recorded it, dead. Like, whoever that is, they would be dead to me. Okay? Because people want to create drama and they know what you're going through. Well, maybe they don't even give a fuck. Excuse my language. But they play like they're your friends and they love you and they care about you. And you gotta watch people. And yes, people can be going through lots of stuff. And that's still no excuse. Okay? You choose to be an evil person. You choose to be a foul person. Your choice. Bottom line. And if you can't let go of something to where a person can actually have a real conversation with you, there is no relationship. Oh well. See ya. That's it. Like, you know, you can always be cordial and say hi like they did on the float. Keep it moving. That's it. It don't even gotta be all that back and forth, especially when you are grown. Because we're grown. We're grown. Everybody grown. Don't act grown, girl. I'm grown. But you have to be like, I'm petty. I'm petty. So are you grown or are you petty? No. Everybody got a little bit of petty, but certain petty is just immature petty. Bullying petty. Insecure petty. Nah. Okay. Anyway, the Masked Singer. Y'all know what it's my show. Show. Who was revealed this week though? I'm trying to think. Dang y'all. I need to see who. I forgot that fast, y'all. But it's getting down to the wire. It was a really good episode, and y'all know I love that show. Wait, hold on, y'all. I'm actually going to my DVR right now because I really watched it on Wednesday. You see, this is almost back at the next Wednesday. So I don't even remember who was revealed. They had what's that dog? The comedic dog from one of those shows. Those late night shows. Oh, I remember now. And I'm so mad I didn't think about her. Kelly Osbourne. Yo, why didn't I think about Kelly Osbourne? They kept saying Ashley Simpson, which I was like, it could be Ashley, but then I'm like, I don't think that's Ashley. But then she kept putting on a southern accent, and I kind of felt like, she was a ladybug. I don't know. And yeah, Kelly Osbourne was the ladybug. She got revealed last week. And it's good to see her. I used to watch the Osbourne show on MTV and kind of followed Kelly Osbourne for a bit after that. I kind of really liked her. So it was cool. She was on there. Definitely wouldn't have guessed that. She did a really good job at disguising that. So that was cool. Can't wait for Wednesday. So that Jess Hilarious and the April thing obviously was fake. Like, I knew it. Like, watching it last Monday, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, I was just like, this is fake. There's no way that your friend, right, goes and runs and tells someone that you don't particularly get along with all the stuff that they said. Like, I mean, you could be hurt, but you have to have a certain level of just character. Like, you can be hurt. Come and speak to me. Why are you going to somebody else and saying all of this stuff? Like, she was going in. It that nah. Like, you could call me a name, okay? Call me names all day. Say I need God, whatever. I don't care. But, well, the reason why they're saying that's the reason. Cool. But, and I maybe one day I'll explain to you exactly what I'm talking about. But when people attack like your health conditions or talk about, obviously people get upset about their kids or just the manner in which that happened, I knew that couldn't be real. For them to just sit there and she could just have, okay, well, come sit down, have a glass of wine. We're gonna have a conversation, and it was like in 2 seconds. She's like, "Well, I just want to know that you're not gonna do that again." What? No, no. Of course she's gonna do it again if it was real. And of course, Jess Hilarious came out and said that was fake, and I said it was fake when I was watching it, because there's no way. Like those, if that was real, there's no possible way on earth that I would ever be this person's friend again. Period. It's all in how things are said. You know what I'm saying? The intent behind it. Right? And you can clearly just, she's a good actress, right? Anyway. Oh, and I didn't like Caesar on Black Ink Crew, how he was treating Kid. Now, I can understand a man's ego being bruised, but nah, Sonny. Now I don't have a job because you suspect that I'm sleeping with somebody that you call the homie. Like, I'm your coworker, right? Or, excuse me, you're my boss. We're not in a relationship, right? I don't know. Obviously something really went down with them past what we were shown on television, and obviously he really cares about her. I thought you were the classy one. Listen, whatever. I'm sorry, but I would take Ryan over you. Sorry. Nah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Because you know, her mom passed away, he was there for her, and now it's just like, oh, now you just want to let me go for my job because you heard that I was sleeping with somebody that is the homie. And then, first of all, Scott always starting stuff, and then she trying to play like it's nothing. Like, she the one who put the shit up, but clearly, they gotta have something going on in the show, So what I didn't even talk about regarding the Real Housewives, that Mark Daly, the way he talks to Kenya, I feel like is emotionally abusive. Like, he's just not giving her any type of attention. It's like he doesn't even want to be bothered with her. And what I kind of picked up on when he asked her how swimming was, and she said, "Oh, she is far more advanced than the other kids in the class." He's like, "Oh, so now the kids are in competition?" He doesn't like that aspect of her wanting everything to be the best and better. And I mean, I feel like everybody's proud of their kid, but that's where it stems. I don't know what he thought he was getting when they first met. I don't know if he's been watching her on TV to kind of pick up on her personality, but she is very competitive. Now, she did say she comes first before her daughter, which I get what she's saying. Obviously, your child is first over the spouse, right? Because if the spouse is not doing what they're supposed to do, right? You make sure you do what you gotta do for your kid, right? But I feel like she's just trying to say, like, I'm supposed to be the one you love. You loved me, right? For us to even have this kid, right? You married me. Now you don't pay me any attention. And anybody gets jealous. Even dogs. When people have babies and they've had a dog, like, you have to watch your dog around your baby because the dog might harm your baby. Okay? And that's just true. You can look that up on Google, right? Kenya, I feel bad for you. Not really feel bad. I don't like say it like that, but I mean, I don't know. It did seem kind of quick that, how quick your relationship moved along, but I get it. Like, once you're at a certain age, you kind of know what you want, or what you would go for. And maybe his representative was just there. And that's why you should date for a long time. Okay? Before you get married, before you have kids, all that. Like, everybody knows that. But, things happen. Same with Portia. Like, hello. Y'all were together in like 0.5. You were pregnant. Like, everybody was already freaking telling you what type of man he was. Not to hurt you or take your joy away from you regarding your new relationship that you're really excited about. But it was trying to warn you, girl. It was trying to keep you from a heartache. And that's sad. It's really, really, really sad. And yeah. It just made me think of this song by Rihanna called Question Existing. And she says she doesn't know who wants to be her friend for who she is or who wants to be her friend for who she really is, right? There are people who want to be in your life because they see what you're doing and they want to be a part of that. They want to be in that in crowd with you. I've had people become my associates or my friends based off of that. The friends became friends because they reciprocated the care and the, everything that a real friend is. So, people make mistakes, but, they're real friends. And then others, they ain't around, right? So those are the associates. And you learn who your associates are and your friends are. The same with men. Like, they could be looking at you like, oh, she's doing it, she's doing that. She live here. Let me see if I can get with her. I think not. See, I'm not somebody who longs for a relationship like that. So you ain't gonna be able to really, woo me and swoo me. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. Like, for real. I don't need to be up under somebody every day. I don't feel lonely. Like, I choose to be single. I'm enjoying my life in my new apartment. Getting my life on track where it needs to be. And I definitely, I'll talk to someone. And actually, it's someone I've known for a long while. I'm just, we'll see. When I get myself more settled into what I need to do, I'll do that dating thing. But it's going, especially if this YouTube channel pops like that. Excuse me, do you know who I am? Yeah, no. I don't know. I care too much about myself. My esteem is at a very healthy level. And yeah, it's gonna be hard if you wanna get with me. Cause you ain't trapping me. That's part of the reason why I don't have kids right now. Like, nah. Cause if he decided to do something that ain't right, I might do something that might end like where I might. I was about to say like 3 different things end up locked up. And mind you, I'm not acting like that. But no, that's what I think in my mind. I would snap like, cause I have thoughts about things. I just don't act when. And my demeanor and my character is not one of an aggressive character, but like I said. So, but last but not least, because I need to wrap this up because this video is definitely getting long, I can tell. I want to shout out Denise Matters from Stretch My Dollar, 5 exclamation marks on Facebook. And my girl, Geneva. My girl, Geneva. Whose birthday it was for the weekend, for their constructive criticism that they gave me on my show, for their suggestions, for their ideas. I appreciate that. See, you need people in your life like that, you know? You don't even ask them, and they are giving it because they want to see you excel, and they want things to be better, and they know how you like to present yourself, whatever the case may be. So I appreciate you guys for that. And I actually reconnected with an old friend of mine that I used to work with, and they told me that they told someone that they wouldn't be surprised if I did a YouTube channel in a couple years. So I don't know how long ago this was, but the person said, "Do you know how hard it is to do a YouTube channel?" And in the way that he was like speaking after that, he was just saying like, people are haters. They are. People can hate you for your confidence. People can hate you for the things that you may have that they don't, or they think you have, that they don't. It's okay. Because listen, I don't do anything that I wouldn't excel at. I'm not going to put my all into. So guess what? It's going to work out, right? That's because y'all are going to like, subscribe. Y'all can share this as well. And then you can also comment. Like, that all helps with engagement and numbers, and that will actually help to grow my channel. And I really appreciate you guys who are watching, who are already subscribed to my channel, and my getting my feet wet, filling it out phase. Shout out to you. And I'll see you guys on Thursday, okay? I promise. I'm gonna talk about sorry. I'm gonna talk about Real Housewives of Atlanta. Episode 3, I'm gonna talk about the Masked Singer is still playing in the background. But that's not what I was gonna say. I'm gonna talk about Love and Hip Hop, Hollywood, because I watched it before I did this. I'm gonna save that for Thursday, and Black Ink Crew. We're gonna have to talk about yeah. All right, y'all, later.